Good morning, everyone. I'm Judith Chapman, and I just came in from outside. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Andrew. And if anybody else is here, and everybody from wherever. So I'm now just taking off my mask. We're all being very conscientious about this COVID nonsense. Who would have thought a tiny little piece of fabric could do so much? But you know, this was one of the main cures 100 years ago during the Spanish flu epidemic that killed millions. I want to say 20 million people. As many people died of the flu as they did in World War I. So thank you for wearing your masks. Andrew, how are you feeling this morning? Any moans and groans, aches and pains other than the usual ones?
Yeah, same.
Shoulder.
Lower back and especially left shoulder, but always getting better.
Left shoulder, okay.
No, it will never get
Be
better.
gentle, you know what to do. Diane, anything? You're fine. Okay, let's just start with a interweave little shake it up. Everybody do a little qigong action, a little flamenco hands. Just cupping. Let's give those outer legs whack and the thighs. Open it. Just to get that blood circulating. And if you can reach your feet, use that thumb. Give yourself a little reflexology into that Achilles tendon, which is related to reproductive things. If you're interested in having little ones someday, separate those toes. You don't get much space. See if you can. Take your hands on top. Place the wrist just on top of the, if you can reach it. Otherwise, just fingers and just pull those feet back, nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale. Push the feet down towards the earth, starting to open up those tight shoulders. And then continue and just giving yourself nice rubs. You start tingling. This is a good thing to do before you even get out of bed or when you're sitting up in bed. Neck a little whack, those shoulders. And take those fingertips on either side of the cervical vertebrae and massage. Gentle yoga, restorative yoga, healing, nurturing yoga. If it's comfortable, coming into Sukhasana, sweet position. You know, I'd like to think of yoga. You do yoga, you learn a new language, Sanskrit. Sukha, the root of the word sugar is sucrose. So not just Latin and Greek, Sanskrit, the root of many words. But most people do cat-cow on their hands and knees. I like to do it seated. So let's just roll those shoulders up, back and down. Maximize the benefits by maximizing the movement. Really squeeze. Here comes my cat tuck. See, I'm hunching forward, so I'm compressing my liver, all of those internal organs, digestive tract. For me, yoga from the inside out. Inhale. Let's just stay here. Hold that breath for a moment. So what's happening? The heart and the lungs are wide open. Giving them space to do their job, and then drop those shoulders. Let's add those arms forward, stretching across the rib cage in the back. Inhale upward. It's a cat lift. Squeeze it out. Compress below the belly button. Inhale. We'll do this about 8 times. Actually, let's make it easier for ourselves. Plant those feet. But no shoulders. Lifting from the Uddiyana Bandha, we call it. And I never use the word core in my yoga. These are the roots of the tree. This is the trunk of the tree. This is the pretty stuff. Keep it soft. Most of us walk around like this, hunched over. So this is our chance to open it up. Squeeze it out, soft shoulders, soft shoulders. Just a nice gentle breeze. 4 or 5 more times. Really compress below that belly button. Exhale. Exhale. This time, if you're so inclined, inhale, lift the legs. So Ardha Navasana, Nava, navel, navy, both pose. So again, connection, but nice open chest, lifting from here. Lift the other leg if you like. Soft shoulders. Now this time, push through those heels, high up on those sit bones. Elbows back, again, not hunched over. Elbows back. Drop the shoulders. I don't care. Most people see, look what's happening, compressing all those cervical vertebrae. So just soften. Doesn't matter how wide. And we're going to cascade forward, not halfway. And just let gravity do the work. Elbows high, nice long neck. No looking forward, no compression in the cervical vertebrae. And start, oh, nice, exhaling. Sighing is good, sighing is opening, sighing is releasing. And maybe you'll start feeling that stretch behind the knees, up into those hamstrings. On the exhalation, compress below the belly, massaging the digestive tract, reproductive organs, intestinal tract. Inhale, float it up a bit. Yes, the arms get heavier. Float up. Exhale down, just hovering over those thighs. Hover, flex those toes back. Pinky toe, big toe, feel that little sting behind the knee. That's a good thing. Walk the hips back. Move any little fanny flesh out of the way. Not that any of us have any. And float up again. I know those arms get heavy. Big inhalation, and now melt forward, cascade. Inhale, Ardha, halfway. Exhale, forward. And now big cat tuck again, uncurve. Tailbone into the earth, feel the stretch across the sacrum, the lumbar, all the way up. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. I'm still looking towards the floor. And then the head just floats. No compression. Just want to go down. All right, we're going to do that again, but this time separate the knees a little wider than hip distance. You'll see why in a couple of minutes. So inhaling upwards. If you'd like to flex those toes back, I do. Exhale. Goodness gracious. Chin. Can you see my feet, Andrew? Check it out.
Really, I cannot see your feet.
There you go. Diane's going to fix it.
There I go. Okay.
Thank you, darling. I need a pedicure, but don't look that close. Inhale to the left. One more time. Really squeeze that belly. Open, pull the elbows back. Fill those lungs. Let that heart go boom, boom, surging all that fresh, oxygenated blood all the way to the extremities. Soft shoulder. Last time. And once again, push through those heels. A little wider. This is what we're going to do for our cat-cow. Flex those toes. We're going to cascade forward, but starting, instead of just going down like this, we're going to melt down below the belly button. Then the belly button, then the lower ribs. This is my cat lift, it's a back bend. And then the chest, and then the collarbones. And I'm feeling it behind my knees, feeling it in those hamstrings. And then finally, the forehead melts to the floor. Inhale to the lift up halfway, with or without the arms. And melt again, melt from. So the legs are wide, so the whole torso can fit. And finally the forehead. One more time. Try it without using the hands. Just let the hands float. Compress below the belly button, chest, collarbones, and forehead. Big cat tuck. Grab those ankles, big cat tuck. Oh, stretch it out, stretch it, stretch it. Pull back on the hands. See if you can make your elbows join your knees. So we're really working those triceps, stretching, uncurl. Massage those knees as you go by. Those fabulous, precious knees, shoulders up and back, and the head just floats. Sitting in a nice little ball, just rotate. For me, the wrists are the other ankles, the elbows are the other knees. We want to protect those joints. See, we can take a little Navasana to one leg and tuck. Other leg and tuck. Both legs maybe. Lift, lift, soft shoulders. Don't lift from the shoulders, lift from the trunk of the tree. Big tuck. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Lift, 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 lift. Soft shoulders. Lower down. Separate the feet. Cascade forward. Belly, ribs, collarbone, forehead. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Grab those ankles. Big cat tuck. Maybe give the head a gentle little wag. And then uncurl. Massage those knees. Massage those thighs. Shoulders up, back, and down. And head floats. Continuing on, opening up these shoulders. So be gentle, Andrew. These are for you especially. But inhaling upwards. Salute. Interlace the fingers, palms to the sky. Now again, I don't like to lock the elbows back either, nor my knees. So, but just for a moment, but then we're going to bend those elbows and try and pull those fingers apart. Shoulders down, elbows back, opening up all that tension. Go sweetly, Andrew. See how you can add that little bit of the back. Inhale, release the hands, rotate the wrists, give them a break. We'll do it again. Interlace, squeeze up, bend the elbows, pull them apart, shoulders down. Beautiful, Diane. Yeah. Fill those lungs. Let that heart do its job. Fill the lungs. The lungs go big. Most of us breathe from here. Take it all the way down. And release, cascade forward. Melted, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway. Exhale, melt and fold. Grab those ankles, big cat tuck. Uncurl. Undulating spine. We are only as young and healthy as our spine is limber and supple. So instead of just going forward, really exaggerate that movement, like a wave, like a snake, like a flag. Again, inhale up, exhale, pull. Inhale, drop the chin. Watch me for a moment. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop my left elbow. This is sometimes used done with a strap. I don't think we need one. Cradle the skull in the crook of your right elbow, keeping it nice and level, and then lift. Feeling that gentle tug on that back of that arm, that underarm. But if your head is going wonky, just back the hands up. You don't want to compromise those cervical loops. And if you want to get a little more creative, just lean back like you're taking a sun bath in Palm Springs. It's only 120 out. Open. Fill those lungs. Woo. Release. Rotate the wrist. And repeat. Inhale to the lip. Exhale. Bend and pull. Drop the chin. Give it a little wag. Drop the right elbow alongside the body. Cradle the skull and lift. I'm a little tighter on this side, so I'm backing off a little bit. A little tight on this side. Ahimsa, non-harming, the first of the yamas. Don't hurt yourself. Satyam, truthfulness. To thine own self be true, as my friend Mr. Shakespeare said. And I like to add, without egotistical expectations of where you think you should be. Release, keep those wrists a little affection. Release. Big rotate, really rotate. Maximize the benefits by maximizing the movement and cascade forward again. Grab those ankles, big cat tuck, stretch, stretch, stretch. Elbows towards the knees, pull down on the ankles, pull up on the hands. So stretching across that sacrum. Release, soften. Massage those knees, thighs, shoulders, up, back, and down, and head flows. Extending the right leg. We'll do both sides. This is 3 poses in one. Andrew, you've done this with me before. So most people, and a lot of people, you know, perfectly acceptable, will just lift their arms or go like this and then boom, boom, boom. We're going to maximize the benefits. So we're going to cross those arms, taking again, big cat tuck. It's all about loosening the spine. Compress below the belly. Lift through that Uddiyana Bandha. Excuse me, it's very dry here, so bear with me. And then reach. Arms, elbows stay at shoulder height. So it's an extension. It's like a seated triangle pose. So extending over, there you go, beautiful. And now we're going to make it a hip opener. So pulling down internally on that left hip, feeling that grinding motion. You need to use your left hand, by all means do. Now we've opened up the spine, so let's add a twist. Rotate that left shoulder and make it a spinal twist. So we have an extension, a hip opener, and a spinal twist. Please don't drop your head like this. Keep it nice and level, crown of head to the tailbone. Reach, reach, reach. Compress below the belly. We're really squishing the liver here. The liver's right there. So it's getting squished out. So breathe into it. Clean. The king of all organs, the liver. And when you can't go any further, pull down on that left knee another centimeter. And then melt that right hand to the earth. Left hand can float up. My personal choice, I like to leave my hand on my hip because then I can get a deeper spinal rotation, opening the lungs and the heart. Beautiful, down to the feet. All right, feel it. See if you can raise that right hand. What's holding you up? The shoulder or the trunk of the tree, the torso? Pull down on that left knee. One more little quarter inch. Beautiful. Inhale all the way up. Woo! Those arms get tired. And for me, after torquing the spine, cascade forward, align the spine. Click it back into place. Allow that ankle to, that heel bone, that heel to massage those lower organs. Uncurl, I just got a pop, I just got a chiropractic adjustment. Woo. Be your own best chiropractor. Uncurl, lift up twice on each side. And reach again. See if you can take it another centimeter. If you're pretty bendy, see if you can bend that elbow towards the knee. See if you can grab that, excuse me, that big toe or just the ankle. Lift up, rotate that left shoulder, open it. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care for air conditioning. It too is very dry. And then, if for those of you who are feeling a little more limber, see if you can take that right elbow in front of that right knee. Now we're moving into a pose called Parigrasana, gate pose, sometimes called gate pose. And but pull down on that hip, rotate that shoulder, then extend both hands. Oh, lift, 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 lift some shoulders. Extend, release that left knee. I'm so happy. Cascade forward, align the spine. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, melt and fold. See if you can get those elbows to the floor. Squeeze back on that belly. Good, beautiful, Diane. Flex those feet. Flex those feet. Yeah, feel it behind the knees. Grab those ankles. Big cat. Uncurl. Massage those wonderful knees. Protect those knees. Shoulders back. Head flips. Just allowing the body to assimilate that surge of energy, movement of energy. A soft Dandasana. Dandasana is very rigid, but you're just sitting up nice. Nice and tall. Same sequence, opposite side. So cross those arms. Stretch across the ribs. Inhale to the left. Exhale, extend. It doesn't matter how far that leg is out. Some of us are bendier than others. And reach. Just hold. Let gravity do the work. Pull down on that right hip. Flex those toes back. Rotate that right shoulder. Open the chest, the heart, the lungs, and the sky. Spinal twist. Spinal twist. Diane, rotate the right shoulder. I'm sorry. Rotate the right shoulder. See, there you go. Just right in the socket. There you go. Now you got a spinal twist. And when you can't reach any further, then drop down. Arm up. From knee to the hip so I can get a deeper spinal twist. There you go, good. A twist from that shoulder socket, not just hurling the arm back. Deep, deep rotation. Beautiful. How you doing, Andrew? Okay, he's falling asleep. Okay. Inhale all the way up. Woo, feel that wonderful length, that strengthening on the side. So on the other side, we were squishing the liver. This side, we're opening the liver, flooding it with new, fresh blood, oxygenated blood. Align the spine. Uncurl. And repeat. Reach. Rotate. And again, if you can take that elbow to the knee, fingers to the toes, or the outside of the foot, even the inside of the foot, or just the ankle. You know where you are today. Be honest. Don't try to go someplace where you're going to hurt yourself. And then you say, oh, I got hurt in yoga, I can't go back. No, you got hurt because your ego got in the way. It happens. I know. No fussing. Oh, observation, not a judgment. Hold down. Feel that movement, that big pelvic muscle. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Beautiful. And inhale all the way up. Woo, release that knee. I just got a power surge, a hot flash, if you will, because we're releasing all that energy. Nice little back bend here. And cascade forward. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Compress, compress below the belly button. Squeeze it, massage those organs. Grab those ankles, big cat. Uncurl. Massage. Lifting up again, coming into a nice little balancing ball and those sit bones. But no hunching, no hunches. Nice and tall. Shouldn't even need the shoulder, shouldn't even need anything. Since we're so powerful. Booty on the bottom. Those ankles, little rotation. Something I like to do, because our eyes are so ignored. I wear glasses, so I'm very aware of my eyes. We stare at computers, stare at television, stare at the road, stare at the TV, texting. See if you can reach your knee. We should be pretty loose by now. See if you can reach your knee to your eyeball and give it a little squish. Yeah, move that fluid, ocular fluid around. Ah, yeah. If you need to put your feet on the floor, of course. Let's see if you can balance. And then do the other one. Just give it a little squish. If you can, do both of them. Tight tuck. Navasana. Tuck. Navasana. If you need just one leg, doesn't matter. And then crossing those legs, coming into traditional table. And give a little wiggle wag, whatever you like to do with your cat-cow. Just see, we've already loosened up the spine so much. But make sure you have equal pressure in all of those digits, those fingers. Don't cave into those wrists. That carpal tunnel nonsense. No, equal pressure throughout. Diane was doing this earlier. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to take your lead, Diana. Let's raise that right arm. This one's also for you. This is a good shoulder one for you, Andrew. And slide that left arm under and rest on that left shoulder if that's available. Now, those of you who may want to sweep that right arm up and around, taking it to the hip again, and give yourself another spinal twist. Gently. Sweep that right arm up, fingertips, palms back to the earth, and come up. Woo. Just let that left arm hang for a moment before we move to the other side. Transitions are as important as the asanas themselves. So sweeping that right arm up and scoop it under. If you're so inclined, sweeping the left arm up. Take it to the family, to the sacrum. Rotate that left shoulder, just the shoulder socket, not hurling the arm back. Just in and feel that deeper spinal twist. Sweep the left arm up and under. Fingertips to the floor. Right arm up. And do what I call a hovering tuck. So I'm just hovering above the ground, working those thighs, soft shoulders, but aligning the spine. We just did a twist, so aligning the spine. Now inhale all the way up onto the knees. And Andrew, you've done this with me before, Diane. Again, a sequence of 3. We're going to namaste. Now you can go all the way down. It'll be harder to get up. So my suggestion, what I like to do, is just hover, 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 working the roots of the tree, not the shoulders. And then lifting up, scoop it up again. Rotate those shoulders, deepen that socket, hands to the fanny, elbows back, and a little baby Utstrasana. Please don't drop your neck like this. You're just hurting it. So, but if you keep that chin slightly tucked, then you're firing up all these muscles. And the same thing, don't torque the spine, you're just grinding bone on bone. My big bugaboo, the spine. And then drop those hands, scoop it up again. Power of the trunk, big cat tuck, hovering tuck. Just did a back bend, so counter pose it. Drop the heel, fanny towards the heels, scoop the arms down the calves, and lift up again. That was 1. Namaste. We're going to do it 2 or 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Offer it up. If you can, go lower towards those heels or the knees, but please don't toward this one. Big scoop it up. Big cat tuck. Let's one more time, just for good measure, because we can. Namaste. Inhale and tuck. Last time, scoop it up, scoop it up. Might want to separate those knees ever so slightly, whatever, heading towards baby pose, but we're not going to collapse down. We're going to do that cat tuck again, lowering down, soft shoulders, using the power of the roots, hands where you want, by your side, stacking, your choice. But even here, maximize the benefits. You can sway a little bit if you like. On the exhalation, compress below the belly button, supporting those internal organs. This magnificent machine we have. Hands by the side, by outside the knees, curling the forehead towards the floor or towards the knees, and uncurl. Lifting up again. However you want to do it, if you want to get creative and go through a down dog, we're coming to runner's lunge. Or else just bring that foot forward. I'm just bringing it forward. Okay, Andrew. Now, but we're going to stay here for a minute or two. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to wag from side to side. We've been working on the outside of those hips. Now we're going to work on that groin area. So we're just going to see if you can put your left hand on the floor outside and drop that hip and feel that deep stretch in your groin. We're all couch potatoes. We sit in chairs, offices, sofas. So give a stretch to that inner front. Yeah, deep yin yoga here, ladies and gentlemen. And then push back. Raise those right toes. Inhale for pose. And then we're going to fold over that right leg. But what I like to do, instead of locking that knee back, which isn't doing anything, keep it a little bend and then pull back from the hip. Pull back from the hip. And you'll feel all those tendons and ligaments working, not just grinding bone on bone. Yes, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, but it's good for us. A moment of discomfort for a lifetime of healthful benefits. And once again, swaying forward into runner's lunge. If that's comfortable, let's take both arms to the inside. You can push that right knee out. But again, see if you can get that left hip towards the floor. Just play with it. Beautiful, Diane. Just play with it. Your practice, your yoga, your life, your creation. Ooh, and carefully back. Inhale and lengthen again. Torso, ribs, collarbone, toes back, hip back, slight bend in the knee. Andrew, what pose is this getting us towards? Hanumanasana. This is how you get into the splits one day at a time. Can you do it, Diana? That's ultimately where you can go. Not necessary. We don't want to hurt ourselves.
My bar.
Huh? That's brilliant. Usually blocks come in very handy in this pose. But be very gentle. Don't, I mean, we're just showing off right now. Woo! There we go. Oh, and just raise that left leg because these floors are hard. So I'm going to release my knee and I'm going to bring my left foot forward. Same thing on the opposite side. Oh, it feels good just to stretch that front of that thigh. And even if you put your hand there, you may feel a lot of heat as we generate and we hold so much tension, emotional tension in that hip area. So let's get it out. Oh, if you want to, we didn't do it on the other side, but it's okay. Oh, stretch. You feel that one. Oh, look at my liver, so happy. It's got all kinds of room. Yeah. Don't think, why do we do these crazy poses? Because somebody, a stranger told us to, please. And then fold forward. Inhale away again. Little bend in that knee. Pull the hip back to straighten that leg. Feel that. And one last time, rocking forward. This time, hands to the inside if you so choose. Elbows to the earth, whatever. Sweep an arm up. Push that knee to open so the heel, we roll onto the outside of the left foot. Lots of options. We are fluid, we are not lead. We are energy. Move it, move it, move it. And one last time, bringing that leg back. Raise the right knee just for a moment. It's been taking a lot of weight and pressure. Rotate that ankle. And then sitting back on the knees, back in child's pose for a moment. Really cool. Shoulders back, head floats. If this is too uncomfortable on your knees, just put your legs forward. Your asana, warrior pose, samurai pose. Just letting the body assimilate all that extreme movement of energy. And then just dropping down to the side, just resting there for a moment. Geisha pose. Sitting pretty. It's a very pretty pose. And bringing those knees round to the front, feet extended. Let's open both those legs. Take one last. I do a lot of forward bends, and so that's just it. If I'm not standing, I tend to do everything. You can do it seated. You can do all these poses standing. Let's just rotate. Nice dandasana. Just open that chest. Don't drop the head back. Hold it. It's a big weight. Let that 7-pound ego work for you. Feeling all those muscles. Soft shoulders. And just rest. Andrew, if you don't have a block, I don't know if you have a block. We're going to do inversions now. A supported inversion. I'm going to turn to the side here. And we're going to roll down. We've done all this spinal work to give ourselves a wonderful massage and adjustment on our spine. Just sitting on your little Yoda mountaintop. And then we're going to uncurve. Flattening the spine, no shoulders, using this. Good, Diane. You can see it in here. Woo! Can you make it all the way? Can you make it all the way? Oh, that should feel pretty good. And just for a quick 15-second Shavasana. Tuck the chin ever so slightly so the neck stays nice and long, no compression. Feet to the floor. And curl up. Up. Not a full bridge, just part way, and then we're going to roll down again. So we're just going to do this a couple of times to massage the muscles and spinal column that we've been torquing and twisting and everything. Oh, that should feel good. Softly, really, especially hit that sacrum area.